On this episode of Chris and Jay's World of Entertainment, we're going to be talking some horror news, such as what if Freddy took on Jason and took on Ash from The Evil Dead?
Nah, man, sound like a old-fashioned Royal Rumble.
Over the top rope?
Over the top. Hey, also coming up, we got a good fan theory coming up.
Oh yeah?
You like some fan theories?
I love fan theories.
I think it's gonna be a good one. We'll
Okay.
get into that. Also, Chris, year's almost over, man. It's almost over.
Almost over.
Almost 2 more months.
Dang,
What you
time
looking
flies.
forward to? What movie you looking for?
I'll let you know.
Oh, I'm excited. Let me know, please.
All right, everybody, strap in. It's time for another episode.
Here we go.
We're back.
Yeah, she thought you got rid of us.
No, you can't get rid of us.
Oh, we're like the Chucky doll. It just keeps coming back.
Keeps coming back
goodness.
for a sequel and another sequel and another sequel.
And then eventually a reboot.
Let's not even talk about that
Too
at the
soon.
moment. Too soon right now. Too soon.
Gotcha.
Welcome to another episode of Chris and Jay's World of Entertainment. I am Chris.
And I am Court J.
I guess you could be Jay
Today? I guess I'll be J today.
today.
All right.
So, first of all, I want to go ahead, reach out, and thank everybody that liked and supported our very first podcast, our first episode. Thank you. Thank you for liking the page. Thanks for the listens. We really appreciate it.
Right. You are the true fans who started from the beginning. Remember that when we get big and make it to Hollywood, we're going to remember all of you guys.
We're going for Hollywood.
Going to Hollywood. I feel like American Idol.
Yeah.
Going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me my golden ticket.
Right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick it off. We had 3 movies that opened this weekend. This past weekend, I guess now.
Yeah.
We had Kevin Hart's What Now, a stand-up special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
We had The Accountant.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we had Max Steel.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's the want meter, huh?
That's my want meter, right?
So it ended up being The Accountant took
Number one.
number 1.
Right.
What Now came second.
Number 2.
And Max Steel opened to a good old number 11 spot.
11. Not even a top 10.
No, ended up with a 0%?
0%. I don't understand how Max Steel got to this point.
Like, I don't know.
Like, I feel like it was supposed to be a TV movie. Like how Ben 10 is.
Right.
How they do Ben? Ben 10 is a good TV movie. I watch Cartoon Network, watch me some live action Ben 10. It's a good stuff. I said, you know what? This is what Ben 10 should be. Why did Max Steel try to reach to the stars? They're like Icarus. You're reaching to the sun with wax wings. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground, Max Steel.
Max Steel, for those who don't know, had its own little TV series back in the day.
It was a retro. It's
Retro.
old fashion.
They were trying, but it lasted 36 episodes I think I saw,
Yeah.
and 9 TV movies I think.
Ooh, don't
So
remember those.
I don't know how we transitioned from 9 TV movies to a feature film marketed to I don't even know who. Can you sit there and tell me that you saw it advertised on TV?
Cannot say that. I've seen it online. A couple of trailers on YouTube, but nothing on TV. I think marketing was pretty slack on this one.
It's like this. When I see movies like this that are going, making it to the theaters, I'm like, well, how do they get funded?
Right.
Who gave them the money to make this movie? Like a diehard Max Steel fan? Is that who funded this money?
It must have been. Yeah.
Because I wish someone would hand me money and be like, here you go, make a movie.
But was it the situation where Teen Titans, Young Justice,
Okay.
the TV show,
Got you.
that show really aimed towards selling toys.
So you think Max Steel is?
I feel like Max Steel, this movie maybe aimed to try to get the toy sales up.
Well,
I feel like, because clearly
have you seen toys for it?
I have not seen toy for it. I don't know what.
I mean, it's
are,
possible there are toys. I mean, I haven't been looking online, but
if it's not toys, then what's the motivation from this movie?
I'm telling you, someone our age saw it when they were young, and they decided they were going to make a big feature film for it.
Speaking of our age, the original Man of Steel had nothing to do with this Man of Steel. It was a whole reimagining of Man of Steel.
Right.
This Man of Steel is nothing like the Man of Steel that was originally created. It's like having Action Man that we know about, that Action Man, and they remake it to where now he's a teenager kid and he's solving math for bullies. You know, it just
they put their spin on it.
Right, you put your spin on it and it's too much.
For those who don't know Action Man, go ahead, YouTube it, check it out.
YouTube.
You'll remember it once you see it.
It's a good show. Really
Um,
good. I love it.
But yeah, to say it's marketed for toys, maybe.
Maybe.
But I've yet to see a toy for it.
Right.
And with a 0% and only bringing in 2.2.
2.2.
2.2. Hey, I wish I had 2.2.
All right.
The problem is I couldn't tell you the budget because I can't find the budget.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't want us to know what the budget
They
was.
scrapped the budget. They scrapped it because they didn't want to know how much money they lost on this.
Right.
Right.
Can you blame them though?
I can't blame them.
I can't blame them
The
either.
flop.
But moving on. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I guess, but this day and age, there's a lot of superhero news. And so, therefore, we have to touch base at least on some of the superhero news.
We're going to let you know what's going on. Hey, superhero movies are very popular. I like the way they're going right now. I feel like we're going upwards with this. So don't be mad. Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
You're a hater.
Me a hater?
You're a hater.
Oh, I'm not a hater. I don't want to touch base on it all the time, but it's a popular thing.
In the news.
It's a popular thing, so.
Give me some of the headlines.
All right, here we go. So last week we talked a little bit about Blade and how there was going to be possibly at one time an Underworld crossover, and that Marvel apparently was still working on it.
I feel like you're going bad news with this.
I'm going with bad news because
Nah.
Kevin Feige said that there's no plans for Blade anytime soon. His quote is basically goes like this: "They did ask a long time ago, and I think our answer was no. We'll do something with Blade at some point." That's still the answer. We still think he's a great character. He's a really fun character. We think this movie going into a different side of the universe would have the potential to have him pop up. But between movies, the Netflix shows, the ABC shows, there are so many opportunities for the character to pop up, as you are seeing with Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That rather than team up with another studio on that character, let's do something on our own. What that is, where that will be, we'll see. There's nothing imminent to my knowledge. And the movie he's referring to is previously in the article, it's talking about the Avengers. Would Blade ever pop up in the Avengers movies?
I don't need them. I don't need a Blade image. I really
No.
don't. But the way that we talked about last week also with the whole Netflix, why not put a Blade on Netflix?
Well, Wesley was talking about how he wanted to come back play Blade,
Right.
And he thought maybe it would be a good fit for Netflix.
It
but
would be.
I don't know. I guess either Marvel or Netflix just doesn't see the potential. Then I saw also at one point they were talking about doing a movie where it was going to be Blade's daughter, which I think we talked about
Right.
before.
Yeah.
But I don't know where Blade's going to go. I mean, where do you fit Blade in? I think trying to fit him in the whole universe may be a mistake, but that's where Marvel's went now. They've planned out so much. It's all tied in together.
Yeah.
All tied in together.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm still crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
For that one.
Well, I know how much you enjoy a little bit of Blade.
I love me some Blade.
Talking about tying in though,
Okay.
and we talked about this last week.
Right,
The
right.
Defenders.
Ooh.
There's talk about working the Defenders into the Avengers.
Ew.
Now, your thoughts on that?
Again, I don't need it.
You don't need it?
I don't need it. Again, talking on last week, how I told you that we have the universe of the Avengers doing all the work that we don't really deal with, and we have the Defenders who deal with the groundwork, the thugs, the gangsters that we really have to deal with.
Right.
Keep those two apart. Let the Defenders worry about what we have to worry about. Let the Avengers worry about what they have to worry about. The Avengers, Tony Stark and Thor, I feel like it's nothing that they can't handle that Luke Cage or Daredevil would have to carry. You know what I'm saying?
I got
With
you.
that kind of money, resource, or that kind of godlike power, why would you need Daredevil, a blind lawyer, to take care of that problem for you?
You don't?
You don't.
You don't.
You just don't. So I don't see how they will fit that into the universe. If it happens, hey, I'll be more than interested to see how it works. But is it necessary? No.
But I almost feel like now we're just trying to cram as many people as we can into these movies, like just to be like, yeah, oh, yeah, they're in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but to fit them in, they need to have a reason to be there,
Exactly.
not just to show up for 1-2 minutes and all of a sudden, okay, all right, well there they were, but just to see them,
Right.
and they're fanboys that live for that
And
kind of
it's
stuff,
old-fashioned fan service.
right?
Right.
So
Which isn't necessarily bad. You know, I like a good little cameo here and there. But again, with them being so popular on Netflix, I just want to see them there just to be there. I don't want to see, Tony Stark find someone and Luke Cage pop his head up and there he is. He does nothing. He's just there to show, like, oh, he's in the movie. No.
right.
I get the universe connected. I got
Right.
that. I don't need it.
And I think it's kind of cool that it's connected and
Yeah.
that they went so complex with it, because I mean nobody else is doing that. I mean DC's trying to do it, but
they're
let's
trying.
face it, DC is not doing it as well.
They're
They're working on it, and
Yeah.
there's a possibility they could be where Marvel is, but what footing and the groundwork they've laid so far, it's not seeming that way.
not looking that way. Yeah, they separate their universe too much.
And
Yeah.
speaking of DC, Wonder Woman, they're talking about how it's going to be more of a optimistic tone for her film and whatnot. And I saw the trailer for Wonder Woman, and yet again, it's another trailer that I'm just not too excited about. I feel like Wonder Woman is Marvel's Captain America, obviously,
Basically.
which I get it, but it's like a Captain America meets Thor, that
Right.
type of thing.
Of course. We don't need it. And again, they're so behind. They're trying to put the groundwork in for their main roster, which consists of the Holy Trinity. For you comic book nerds out there, that would be Superman,
Mhm.
Batman, Wonder Woman.
Right.
So of course you know Superman. Of course you know Batman. Wonder Woman, like you said, is Captain America. Before the movies came out, no one really sure who Captain America was. The average moviegoer, the average person. They might heard him, but they don't know his story. So when Marvel made that movie, a lot of people learned who Captain America was. This is DC way for Wonder Woman. Sure, you know the name. You know she's a woman. But what's her real story? So this is kind of giving the people, the average moviegoer, more groundwork to the future plans of when they make their more DC universe more solid.
Right. We'll see how Wonder Woman is. I won't judge it until I see it, but like I said, I went into every DC movie recently with a very open mind and been pretty disappointed. Except for Suicide Squad, I came out feeling alright towards that movie.
Yeah.
I thought there were some good moments.
Right.
But again, it had a lot of problems.
Yeah, what can you do? DC trying.
They're trying. They are
They're
trying. And staying with the DC real quick, Zack Snyder was recently stating that he once wanted Jeffrey D. Morgan as Batman, and that it could still happen.
I like me some Jeffrey.
I do too. I
love me
think
some
'cause-
comedian. I love him.
they're talking about it would be the Frank Miller Batman, the more
The
aggressive, bigger,
older.
yeah. And
Gotcha.
I could totally see him playing it. I mean, he played the comedian in Watchmen,
Of course, did a good job.
right?
Love it.
And so, why not? Why not play Batman?
Well, I'll tell you why not.
Okay.
We are flooding the pool with Batmans. We have had
We got
more,
so many Batmans.
So many Batmans out there. It's like it's hard for a generation to say what's your Batman. You know,
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? Yeah, who's your Batman?
I
It
mean,
depends on when you're born.
According to my age, my Batman is Val Kilmer.
My-
I think Val Kilmer. It's around that time.
Yeah,
It might be more George Clooney for me, actually.
and
But
I'm going with Michael Keaton.
right.
That was
So
my
for you.
Batman. So we're flooding to get that. And it's not bad to have different actors to
Right.
do their role. Except if your name is George Clooney, which you should never touch the mantle of Batman ever again. But I mean, I understand you're trying to get some different version of Batman, but come on now, we're doing a lot of Batman. So we just had Ben Affleck.
Well, no.
Let's
I think
just
they're
slow
gonna
down.
keep with Ben Affleck for a while.
Right.
I can see it later on though, when Ben Affleck's just done. But the problem is that there's so many Batmans. Like, we've kept one Wolverine all these years.
Mhm.
Why can't we just not keep one Batman for a good solid amount of years?
Don't know. I think everyone just wants to play Batman. That they just saying, "Hey, who wants to play Batman? Me. Okay,
Right.
You're next. Why not? I don't play Batman. I'll be Batman.
I think you could be a good Batman, Jay.
I'll be the first
You could
black
be
Batman.
the first black Batman?
Again, I'll go for it. I'll do it.
Has it never happened in the comics? I feel like every other comic has some crazy thing going. There's gotta be.
I think they're like a alternate universe, maybe with a Batman. There's a couple of popular Batmans out there, but yeah, not that I'm aware of. But I'm gonna be the first, so that's solid.
There you go.
Yeah.
I might direct that movie.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Let's get it funded. If Max Steel can get funded, I can fund this movie.
We can do it.
At last but not least, with the superhero news, and this one kind of, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way. Scarlett Johansson discusses the endless possibilities for a Black Widow movie.
Endless. That's stretching it.
But do we need a Black Widow movie?
No, we do not need a Black Widow.
We kind of got her little bit of her origin in one of the most recent movies with her.
I don't need it. Listen.
I think everybody's like real obsessed with Black Widow because of Scarlett Johansson. But Scarlett Johansson isn't even one of the best characters of the whole universe going on.
You don't care for her. You can do without her.
You could.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Listen, look, all right, Scarlett.
Again, we're not against female actresses.
All for it.
I'm not against it. But
as far as the character of Black Widow, it's not that interesting to me.
No. She's like a BA James Bond girl.
Right. I don't care for a backstory. I don't care for more. I remember in Captain America Civil War how, spoiler alert, near the end of the movie when she was going to leak all the files of S.H.I.E.L.D. to make it public for knowledge. And one of the characters asked her, they'll know what your past too. We don't care, the audience. I don't care. I yet have got more information about her past, and yet I still will go watch the movies and not ask the question, hey, what's up with Black Widow past? I don't care.
I think it's just the way they were set up. Like, her and Hawkeye, like, you just kind of don't care about them.
You really don't.
Recently, they've been trying to push more Hawkeye towards the audience, and that's fine. I love me a good old bow and arrow type thing, but you just don't. Those two you don't really care about.
Right, and maybe they're trying to do that for us because like they're the average people in the group who don't really have any powers.
Right. So for people like me and you who have no powers,
if you learn archery, you could become an Avenger, I guess. That's fine and dandy, but again, Hawkeye versus Hulk, I don't really see that really being. Yeah, there you go. I don't really see that being much of a battle. So hey,
no.
As far as the movie goes, they're fine characters. They're funny together. As far as a solo movie, pass.
I don't need a solo movie because even if they do a solo movie, I almost feel they're gonna do well. Maybe not because they're so far in the universe, but I feel like it's gonna be half origin story.
Yeah.
Like flashbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I don't want it.
Yeah, just put in a regular movie, have some more flashbacks. We'll get him. All right, Mr. Chris.
What you got for me?
We got a little fan theory coming
fan theory. Now, last week we touched on Grease.
Oh, yeah.
What are we touching on this week?
Oh, we are touching on something that I think all our audience member remember.
Uh-oh.
I think they going touch them in the heart.
The heart?
The heart.
What is it?
It's a old Planeteer.
Oh!
A old Planeteer. Heart. Smashed up with a Magic School Bus theory.
Oh, no, not the school bus.
Magic School Bus, Miss Frizzle.
Oh.
Now, if you haven't heard the theory, it's a pretty popular one. It's a pretty solid, basic one. And here it goes. The theory is that the kids from the Magic School Bus, even though it's a lot of kids, we'll narrow it down to a couple of kids. They became Planeteers. They became the Kwame, the Wheelers. They became the Gaia, Monty, the old-fashioned Winka. Now, personally, I don't think this theory is true at all.
I don't either. I think it's another one of these theories that's interesting. But if you look at the picture, there's a picture that goes along with it. And I'm sure you've seen it floating around Facebook. If not, I'm sure we'll go ahead and we'll post it to our sites, our Facebook, our Twitter. The picture, they do look similar. Like if they were to grow up, I imagine this is kind of how they would look.
True.
Minus this situation.
Right. Monty and Carlos, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So Carlos is Hispanic, true. But Monty is from Amazon. So while Hispanic, that's kind of broad.
Right.
He's from the Amazon. So I think that's not going to narrow down to Carlos.
I think he's the only one that doesn't really look like the picture. Now,
Right.
again, the kids from the Magic School Bus, it's a very good possibility. but the odds of it, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, correction quickly. Gaia was their leader.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's what
it was Guy. Yeah, I mispronounced it. Sorry, everybody. But again, I like the theory for the fact of I love me some Magic School Bus, love me some Captain Planet. Put those two together, you can't fail. Now I wish. Now we talked about this. We might actually try to do this. Why not make a Magic School Bus movie? Why not make a Planeteer movie?
I think you're going to get a better chance of making the Captain Planet movie before you ever get the Magic School Bus movie.
And I'll be okay with Planeteer movie.
I think it would just be I don't know, to market a Magic School Bus movie. How are you going to do Magic School Bus?
Okay, let's make that.
You're gonna do a live action? You're gonna do animated?
We'll do a lot. We could do a live action.
Okay.
It's educational.
It's educational.
Right.
So how are you gonna bring that to where kids are gonna want to come see it?
Hear me out.
All right, I'm gonna hear you out.
Okay, it don't have to be a film.
Okay.
It don't have to be a big budget film. How about a TV show? How about a live action TV show?
Live action TV show?
Live action TV show.
I can see that.
I think we got the money now. I think the budget now that a lot of people throwing money out there, clear like we stated before, Matt Steele. You can throw enough money out there, give me some good basic CG, some good solid CG for a movie, for a TV show. Yeah, TV show.
A Netflix original?
Why not?
I mean, Netflix already has, they have Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not do a live action? I mean, they probably would get some viewership off of it.
Or even a live action Planeteer. Like, again, these cartoons was during a time where they were so cool that you didn't know they were educational.
Right.
Because they were so cool.
Because even Captain Planet, let's face it, it's very educational.
Very educational. I mean, you
teach you about your pollution.
Right. You have a villain called, Duke Nukem.
Right.
About radiation.
Right. There's all sorts of stuff.
Right. So that's what the Planeteer. Even Captain Pollution, the opposite of Captain Planet. Yeah, remember Captain Pollution?
Oh,
he was
man.
cool. He was a cool guy.
I kind of like the Captain Pollution.
Right. They had the evil fire rings.
Right.
That counterpart for the other fire rings. Yeah. So I think that was cool. Why not make a live action? Why not bring these shows that we grew up on and just give the new generation something a little better? I mean, we have the animation, and I love the animation for that time.
Right.
It was just classic animation. But why not bring in something new? And don't mess it up. Don't try to be too deep with it.
And I think that's what happened.
I think Powerpuff Girls, for example, when they brought that back, that's a little different. It's too different. I'm not a big fan of it. I haven't really watched it, so I can give you my review of it. But from what I have seen, it's too different. It's too...
From the original?
Right, it's too much.
Because it's trying to appeal to this type of, the kids of this generation are different than the kids of our generation.
Yeah, and I just find, Dan, you have to do some converting. That's fine. But just stay to the basics, the simple. That made it so cool.
Right.
It was the story behind it, the themes. Keep that there. Don't try to make it too adult humor. A lot of kids shows now are like adult humor. You're like borderline there.
And I guess that's because they figure a lot more. I don't know though, because I rewatched some cartoons recently of our generation. There's some adult humor though.
Very true. Very good point there.
Especially like I recently, because I have the Rocko's Modern Life box set.
Oh, that's just adult all the way.
Rocko,
he was a sex phone operator.
I think hilarious though.
Everybody
hilarious.
Knows that.
As a kid, you didn't know what he was doing though.
Everyone knows that. Good point. Okay, let's cut out some of that now, though. As we're adults, we kind of get it now. So,
well, yeah.
You don't want your kids to know that. So,
yeah, I understand you. It makes sense to me, though. But, yeah, the Captain Planet, for those who haven't seen, there's the Don Cheadle that I think Funny or Die released.
And yeah. That's why I'm pretty much going to get closest to getting Captain Planet.
Probably. I don't think you're ever going to get truly a Captain Planet movie or TV show for that matter.
Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe we can write a petition about it.
But let's get that petition going.
Get it going. But that's our fan theory for the week. Tell us what you think about it. If you accept it, accept it. If you can't, let us know you can't accept it. We understand.
So, we're going to move into, it's October. Ooh. It's the month of the horror movies.
I don't understand.
Right, because Jay doesn't believe in the horror genre, guys.
That's right, them demons. The witches.
He's a little. I think he's a little scared, but yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Thank you. Don't talk about my flaws.
I got you. We all have flaws. So a little bit of stuff that's in the horror news right now. Some people may not look at this as necessarily news of horror, but Predator, the new Predator, has been in the news recently.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take it away on this one?
So my man Del Toro will not be in the movie anymore.
Ooh, and I know you were excited about that.
Tough. But boy
Holbrook?
yeah, I guess that's his last name. Don't know
Holbrook,
who
yeah.
this guy is. Can't even say his name. I guess he's taking over the mantle of the star of this role, which I don't care for. We have man Arnold. Boom.
Arnold.
Danny Glover.
All right.
Can't do an impression. Got you. Don't know who Danny Glover is.
Can't do a Danny
Yeah, we
Glover.
had a couple other people between the Alien vs. Predator
Right.
and the Predator. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the classics. Those two guys were the staple when you thought about Predator in any sense of form. Those were the macho man of our era with the action stars. They took it in there. So now we have someone that I love. Del Toro is a good guy. I love his work. Good actor, especially in the new movie I can't think of right now. Scenario.
Okay.
Scenario.
All right.
Okay. Good in that movie. So he's an action
So
guy.
that's why you were excited.
I'm excited. I
Because
like-
it was about a month ago that was announced that he was attached to star in it.
Yeah, I like his stuff. But now since he dropped out of it, unfortunately, and it happens all the time, someone else going to take the hand of it. So I don't really know. Again, we don't really know any news of how it's going, like what kind of movie it's going to be.
All I know is that they keep saying that it is a soft reboot / sequel.
Don't know what that means.
I don't know either. I guess to reboot the franchise, kind of give it a new spin, but have aspects that ties into, I assume, just the first one, the original. Because actually, Shane Black is one of the actors in the original.
Right, right.
For those who don't know. So that's why it's kind of interesting that he's going to direct his own take on Predator.
Yeah, that's what I'm hopeful for.
And Holbrook, I guess we'll see more of his acting soon because he's supposed to play the villain in Logan, from what I read up on. So maybe we'll get a better feel for him because right now he's had small bit parts and some stuff on TV.
Yeah.
So I guess it'll be his time to shine and
Yeah.
show us what he's really made of.
Can't judge a book by its cover. Go into it, see what it's all about. Yeah, I mean, once I see a trailer, maybe I'll see, where they're going with it. Then I'll be more willing to accept it.
Right. Something that broke news a few days back that really excited me. I know it doesn't really necessarily excite you.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
Look at
So,
this excitement. You hear this in my voice?
I can.
That's excitement.
I hear something in your voice, but I don't know that it's excitement necessarily. But a few years back, it's been a few years now, way back, we had Freddy vs. Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Which at the time was, a big thing
Oh, it
because
was.
we never had like a crossover like that.
Crazy, like comic book stuff going
Right.
on here.
This is before you had your Marvel crossovers. We had, the horror crossover, Freddy versus Jason, and so there was always talk about. Even when I was younger, I heard talk about how there was going to be Freddy versus Jason versus Chucky, or Freddy versus Jason versus Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So there was always these talks, but recently what broke was there was going to be Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. And Bruce Campbell went on record to explain why it never became a movie. And for those who don't know Bruce Campbell, he played Ash in
Don't
The
know.
Evil Dead. Yeah, I'm sure you haven't.
Don't know.
Haven't seen Evil Dead, have you?
Nah, I don't care.
Okay, well we're gonna get you to see Evil Dead.
Okay, sure.
Everybody write in, let him know he needs to see Evil Dead.
You write it all day long.
And
That's
he
not really
has to
good.
do it. He has to listen to his fans. He
Okay.
has to.
All right.
But this is what Bruce Campbell had to say. He said, I'll be honest with you. I'm not real interested in crossovers. One of the main reasons why Ash versus Jason versus Freddy did not come to pass is because we couldn't control any other character other than Ash. That felt like a creatively bankrupt way to go. Not to mention you're splitting the proceeds 3 ways with partners you might not want. So it becomes kind of a studio greed type of thing. I mean, I can understand, like, Ash, that's Sam Raimi's, that's his baby, that's his character. And to kind of relinquish it where you only have so much control over your one character, I don't know that I could. Because what can you write or give towards that movie? Because New Line, I think, had the rights to the other 2. So, really, I don't know. It would have been a cool movie to see because, for those who haven't seen it, at one point, Ash wielding a chainsaw on his hand, like, it would have been an interesting fight.
Oh, so that's who that guy is.
Yes. There you go. See, now you know.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know a little bit now.
Knowing's half the battle.
Yeah, knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe. But again, Devil World Studios always just mess up what the fans want. And
Right.
what the artists really want to give the fans, but studios want to hinder from. For example, how we have these studios that own different rights to Marvel superheroes who don't want to give those up. Thank goodness Sony partnered up with Marvel to give us Spider-Man.
Right.
That's a good step. But most times, you know, Fox, I know Fox have a way with Marvel, so that's going to be hard to get X-Men into the Marvel Universe. You just ask yourself as a fan, hey, studios, get your head out your butt. Give the fan what they want. We're going to pay you to see it. Everyone's going to make money. Just give it to us.
But I think that's their fear. They're like, are we gonna make the money? But look how Freddy versus Jason was. It made its money.
Right.
It made it back. So I'm actually surprised they never went any further than that. But I guess, you know, people started losing interest in the main horror icons from back in the day. And now they're more into stuff like Paranormal Activity and, you know, Insidious, stuff like that. That's what people like to see. And that's not something I really care to see, but...
Well, you know, every generation have their vice. And
Right.
now that's their vice. The found footage.
Right.
Horror movie really is taking off. I mean, for us, found footage was like, what? Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
Right. We thought that was actually real for one point. Like,
Right.
oh, man. This
The
is
way
something.
they marketed it.
Right. That was some good marketing.
Right.
It went
You
out.
got people to see the movie.
It was a good, smart. Whoever made that up, which I don't know, I'm not sure, but whoever did, it's a genius. They are the genius in the world.
Actually, my former film teacher, Mr. Jansen, went to school with the guys that made Blair Witch.
Interesting.
Right, so
Right.
maybe we can work on trying to get them in. I
Right.
don't know. We can see.
Maybe.
We can see.
That'd be cool. Yeah, but so the found footage thing it's not bad. It's cool if you done the right way, like I said, Blair Witch was. But now, like most things, it gets saturated.
Right.
But not everything is like found footage.
And I think found footage actually is kind of dying off. You don't really see it as much as we were seeing.
Oh yeah, it was
Because I mean, when Paranormal Activity came out, all of a sudden it was every other movie was found footage. And I've seen Paranormal Activity, and you know, anytime someone can take a low budget movie and turn it into something, you know, as big as that, I give them their props for that.
That's off to you, sure.
But as a movie itself, I don't find Paranormal Activity very interesting.
Maybe that's why I'm not into the horror like I used to be. It's not what it used to be. Like we talked about before, it's going to a different direction where it used to be. You know, practical effects are dying off.
Right,
No
and you
one
have
sees
most CG.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel real.
Right.
They're going for the shot scares now. You know, how gory can we be?
Right.
You know,
And obviously, there was gory movies back in the day with practical effects and seeing how far they could take
but
it.
it was
But
psychological gore.
Right.
It meshed your mind. Freddy, this man was in your head.
Yeah.
The
All
gore
in
that
your
happened,
head.
yeah, and then it's like he move you in the world, you move into real life. Like that's some psychological stuff. I can't
Right.
beat this man. That's the gore I'm talking about.
Right.
But just the human centipede. What is that about?
hey, people watch it. You got 2 sequels out of it.
Right. What is that about?
I don't know.
That's
That's
just,
not something I could
right,
honestly
that's not
sit
horror.
through.
That's just some gross mess. That's disgusting.
I couldn't sit through it.
I wouldn't even.
I don't think I could.
I don't even know.
I feel
who
like
do that.
I fail as a movie, film person when I can't sit through a movie, but come on. That's a little too much.
All right. I think, like I said, we're going a different direction with old-fashioned horror movies. And I understand the times are changing. You got to give people something new. I understand that. But just give me something that I can remember as a kid. Please.
Staying a little, of course, real quick, the Universal Monster movie universe, because they're trying to set up a universe now.
Everyone trying to get in the universe.
And as already announced, there's a reboot, basically, of The Mummy coming, starring Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
And I don't think it's going to be anything like Brendan Fraser's. I think it's going to go back to like a classic, horror type thing. But I really enjoyed Brendan Fraser's Mummy.
It was good.
But The Wolfman has been announced a few weeks back, but has a new screenwriter attached to it, which is David Callahan. And so, but these are the credits that he has, and this is where I'm iffy about him writing the movie. He's credited with Expendables, Expendables 2, and Doom. And Doom is not a very good movie based off a video game.
Listen, I don't know if this universe is going. I seen Dracula Untold.
And see, I don't know if that's falling in the universe or not. I don't know if that was their first attempt, really, or not.
If it was, or if they're trying to act like it wasn't, or scrap it, that's all fine. Because right now, I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not looking forward to it. I like the monsters. I like what they portray. I like the mummy. I like the Draculas, the Invisible Mans, the Swamp. I like those creatures. I like the thought that someone invented that back in the day. It's some cool stuff.
Right.
But now what we're doing is that we're giving people who just wants to write and direct these crazy cool properties, and they're damaging them and making them ridiculous because they want to get their own image. Fine. Hey, you can make your own image, but stay grounded to what it's all about.
Well, I hope that's what they'll do. I mean, obviously, we can't judge until we know.
I'm judging right now.
Well, fair enough.
I'm going with it's going to be bad.
You think it's gonna be bad? I mean, I'm a sucker for a classic Universal monster movie. I am. So for me, them trying to make a universe out of it to where, because I mean, back in the day it was kind of connected because you had Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, stuff like that. And I guess that's where they're going with it now. But it's gonna be. I just hope they do it right.
So what are you gonna do? Is this a monster?
They're gonna eventually.
Are they
apparently they're gonna meet.
Yeah,
in a way,
and they're gonna
there's
together.
I don't know that they're gonna do a group of them, obviously, but they're gonna cross over at some point.
Okay.
So far, now obviously this can change, but Johnny Depp is attached to play the Invisible Man at some point.
Ooh, boy.
Right. Russell Crowe is on board for Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, you're not entertained.
And right now, for the Wolfman, this is what gets me. This is why I don't know where they're going with the movie. Take a guess of who they're trying to get as the Wolfman. A big star right now.
Ooh, Channing Tatum.
No.
Oh, will surprise me.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is who they're aiming for the
wasn't
Wolfman.
too far off. They both bulky, handsome-looking men.
But come on now, that's what we're going with.
Hey, why not? Why not?
It's just
Hey,
casting.
get the seats. Get the people in the
I know
seats.
it's the bigger the name, the more likely you're gonna have someone come in and sit in the seat.
That's all we care about.
But I don't know. That's just me. To wrap up this horror thing, let me go ahead. We are an entertainment-based movies, TV, but we do other.
I thought we did sports.
Oh, no, we're not. We don't do sports.
Oh, I'm in the wrong channel.
No, yeah, you might want to leave.
Oh, sorry.
You're in the.
Pack up my gear then.
See you later.
All right, peace out.
But I wanted to. Here in Orlando, we have an event called Halloween Horror Nights. They have it over in Hollywood. They have it in a few different places.
That's something new they trying?
No, not you.
No, okay.
It's been around for a while, so
You say so.
It has. Jay wouldn't know nothing about it because he's a scaredy cat, but he didn't hear me say that. So I recently have been to Halloween Horror Nights, and I just wanted to really quick give my there's 9 houses. I just wanted to rank the 9 houses according to me. I see articles all the time ranking them,
Right.
So I thought, well, let me rank them.
Go for it.
All right. So starting at number 9, the worst house of them all is one of their original houses that Universal created themselves, which is called Ghost Town: The Curse of Lightning Gulch. I'll give you a quick little synopsis of it. They came looking for gold. Instead, they found death and destruction. Now their doomed souls seek others to join them.
That sounds stupid.
It was very weak, very boring. Bunch of dead cowboys shooting guns at you. Not scary at all. Then, number 8, Lunatics Playground 3D. You won't stand a chance. So the main icon this year was Chance, which is, in the past, Jack is the big clown. And this is like his girlfriend. It's basically his Harley Quinn. They just don't wanna say it.
Yeah, you get sued for that.
It's a 3D house. Visually, really cool. Because people are coming out of nowhere. You wouldn't even see them because it blends in with all the lights.
Right.
But, kind of fails as a house of scariness. Number 7, The Walking Dead. This is like the 6th year they've done The Walking Dead house. This year they literally took every season and combined it into one house. It was kind of boring.
Number 7, not number 1?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, not number 1, sir. Okay? Number 6, another original house of Halloween Horror Nights called Tomb of the Ancients.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, immortal beings of the ancient past have returned to rule mankind. Now they wait for someone foolish enough to disturb them. It's like a mummy type thing. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's really scary," and I've done this house now 2 or 3 times, and each time I'm, "Oh, okay, I don't know what's scaring you, but all right." Number 5, American Horror Story. Everybody's on the American Horror Story bandwagon. I can tell you I've only seen 3 seasons of the show, and only one of the seasons I've seen is actually a part of the house. But it helped me understand the house a little bit more when I went through that portion.
Right.
The other 2 parts, I have no idea what's going on. But overall, it's not so scary. It's more of a, if you watch the show, it's cool to look at the stuff. Number 4, Krampus. Didn't see the movie, but I want to see the movie now.
Oh, that good, huh?
I don't think that the house necessarily is like super, super great, but just everything that was coming at you, it was like, man, I wish I was like, had seen the movie, because then I would know what I'm a part of.
Gotcha.
And then we hit the top 3.
Top 3.
Top 3. Texas Chainsaw, number 3.
Okay.
But it might drop by the end of the event, because each time I do the house, it seems like it gets worse and worse.
Ooh.
It's not as exciting anymore. Number 2, this one you stay away from. The Exorcist.
Ah, yes, I can see that.
This was at one point very low on my list, but recently I did it, and it was the best time I've experienced with that house. It was actually scary. I saw a lot of stuff going on. Like, when I came out, I was like, I hope I'm not gonna need an exorcist, you know?
You might need one. I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
Give him a call. We might need it.
No problem.
And then the number 1 house was Halloween 2, based on the second Halloween where they're in the hospital.
With Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee!
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Let me tell you, just not to give away the house, because I'm sure some people are still going to go, but the opening of the house is one of the best parts of the house. Because it's like you're going through the end of the first movie into the second movie.
Ooh, nice.
It is so exciting.
That's good.
So that's my little thing about.
You got me excited. I'm gonna check it out now.
You might go.
You got me excited.
He might go.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work to get him to say he might go.
You did a pretty good job with this list. I'm curious.
Okay,
What can I say?
Maybe Universal should hire me.
Maybe Universal should. Hey, is it tagline time?
Yeah, I think it is tagline.
Tagline time. Tagline time.
Tagline.
So tagline time. You have not checked our first show. It's a good game that we play. We just give you some old-fashioned taglines. You gotta guess what movie it goes to.
Last week, we each did 3, and neither one of us got one right. Therefore, nobody is the champion. We have still not crowned a tagline
Technically,
champion.
I'm the champion because I started off before you.
Oh, okay.
So kind of get me ahead of you. So I'm kind of.
I'll let you have it. I mean, you're older than me, so most likely, your brain's just not all there.
So you're trying to say age?
No,
thing?
yeah. You're older. I'll give it to you.
I feel disrespected. So in that case, I'll let you go first. Then.
Oh, me?
Since you want to be so disrespectful, youngster.
Okay, I got you. All right. This summer, terror won't be taking a break.
Ooh.
Thought I'd go with, an October thing.
October thing. I see that. Well, I'm going to go with The Substitute.
It is not The Substitute. It is H2O. Halloween 20 years later.
Oh yeah, because I would definitely get that.
Hey.
Okay, I got you then.
Hey.
Try this on for size.
All right.
See evil with C being S-E-A. See evil.
Let's go with Deep Blue Terror.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Be quiet now because you're already off. It was Ghost Ship 2002.
Good movie, actually.
It was a good movie.
Opening scene scared the mess out of me.
I like that movie. I like The Wire when it cut through. Yeah, good stuff.
All right, so let me keep on. And here we go. He puts the teeth in terror. Keep with the October theme here.
Oh, teeth in terror. Oh, the Tooth Fairy.
Not the Tooth Fairy. That is Texas Chainsaw number 3, which I own.
Okay. Okay. I see you're not even trying to let me win.
Why would I let you win?
Really? Okay. It's not like they didn't warn us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, How about Children of the Corn?
How about M. Night Shyamalan's Signs?
No.
Yeah.
That's what they went with?
That's what they went with.
Yeah.
Signs. I get what the sign play. Stop. Hey, stop. Yield. Don't got signs.
All right. I got one last one. This
Try.
one,
I got
not
it.
so much.
That's it.
This is it. Ready?
I got it.
Great things coming.
Aladdin.
You gonna let me finish?
Okay.
You might actually get it.
All right.
Great things come in bears. Bears. Bears.
I gotta go out of Barry to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know what movie Bears is. That was a horror movie.
No, it's not October Thieves.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So he had two horror themes
Yeah.
in one. Thank you for throwing me off on that.
Right.
One. Read the headline one more time.
Great things come in bears.
OMG. Brother Bear.
No, Yogi Bear.
I was close. I had Bear in there.
All right, final clue. I gotta get this, or we still have no champion.
I feel like you're gonna get this.
All right.
This you got this. Well, you can't live forever. What do you live for?
Oh Lord,
You got this.
I don't know.
You got this.
When you're put on the spot, it's a little harder.
You got this. Come on.
Oh, you can't live forever. One more time.
When you can't live forever, what do you live for?
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that would be your other favorite movie, huh? Actually, it's your first favorite movie, Twilight. So that wraps up Twilight this week. Again, 0-0.
Oh, again, if y'all know any taglines, please don't hesitate to hit us up and let us know the wonderful taglines. I enjoy them so much.
Twilight is a game that I feel like no one would ever win because they're so ridiculous.
Eventually, we'll have some people on. Maybe they can win. Maybe we'll crown a new champion.
A new champion, I guess so, because right now it's like we just suck.
Right now we have nobody. All right, so we're gonna do a quick little new segment. It's called basically headlines.
Headlines.
Headlines, yeah.
What's headlines all about?
I'll just tell you. So I'll read you the headline, and we'll kind of just quickly, briefly say
Like
what we feel about
like
it.
a rapid fire type situation.
Kind of rapid fire.
I've seen this happen on TV before.
Okay, you ready?
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, he's ready.
Okay.
All right. Ang Lee passes on directing Disney's Mulan remake, which they use the word remake.
Okay,
Interesting.
Sure. Yeah.
Thoughts?
I guess so. Why you gotta? I mean, are you going for Asian directors?
That's what it says. It says competing projects seeks Asian directors.
Oh, come on, guys, get over it.
I understand your casting, but director?
Yeah, I mean, if I made a civil rights movie, do it have to be black?
I
Come
don't know.
on, get over it.
I don't know. Real quick in the news here, we have Jaws is getting the live film concert treatment around the world. So you can go see Jaws with a live orchestra playing the score.
Do a shark come on also?
You just watch the movie, that's it.
No, I want a shark.
No, you want a shark to come up
I want a
and
real
eat
shark.
somebody?
I want a tank full of a shark, a great
All right.
white shark.
I'll take you out to the sea and we'll toss some chum out and we'll see if we can get a great white to come after us.
I want this concert to have a real shark.
All right, well we'll work on it.
I'm not going.
You're not going. Okay.
No, nope.
Clue, everybody's favorite movie it seems like, is getting a stage adaptation in 2017.
Why not?
Everything else is.
I mean, hey, Battleship got a movie. Why not make it a stage play?
Hey,
Why not?
I think Battleship would be a great stage play.
Okay,
Good
sure.
musical. I think I could write it.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I
It'd
could.
be terrible.
Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock returns to HBO and HD. Now, before the Fraggle Rock fans get excited, let me tell you that it's not a new show. You're just getting the old episodes in HD.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay, yeah. Don't care for it then. Don't care for it now. Next.
Muppets was always better, right?
Yep, sure was.
All right. It's not even so much a headline. They're making an emoji movie.
Why?
Right.
Why?
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 I guess because they're making Trolls.
No, why?
They're making Trolls.
Why?
They're making what's the other toy
Why?
movie?
Chris, I need to tell me why. I can't.
Look, you got Angry
Why?
Birds.
Why?
You got Angry Birds.
Why? I don't.
I feel like Jay's head's about to just explode
I'm
and
literally
go everywhere.
pulling my hair out right now.
What hair? You barely got any.
Yeah, because I just pulled it all out.
Back to Disney. This broke, I think, last week. Aladdin, the remake, it now has Guy Ritchie directing. I think that might be all right, though. I think it might be okay.
Okay. Sure.
I think it will.
Okay.
Um,
Not changing my opinion about live action, but sure.
Well, no, it's not changing my opinion, but I think it could be good.
Yeah.
I think it could.
E.
Real quick in the news, the pretentious one, Quentin Tarantino.
What you mean, man? Man.
Oh, there you go. That's a good.
Man, making a good movie, man.
That's a good Tarantino.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Quentin Tarantino is researching 1970 for his next project. Basically, this is why I call him pretentious, because his quote is, "Am I going to write a book? Maybe. Is it going to be a 6-part podcast? Maybe. A feature documentary? Maybe. I'm figuring it out."
Listen, the only headline I want to see with Tarantino name is Kill Bill 3. It's a go. Next.
All right. This touches Jay's heart right here, because we talked about it recently. There's a lot of the remakes for Disney in the news again.
I guess so.
Lion King remake now has the Catch Me If You Can screenwriter Jeff Nathanson.
Ooh.
You think that'll help the movie?
Hey, man, Catch Me If You Can was a good movie. I'm not going to lie. It gave me a little more there. Okay. Again, not a big fan of live action, but hey, Catch Me If You Can. I'm a little more on board now. I got 2 feet in.
All right.
2 feet. Got 2 feet.
2 feet?
2 feet.
I got a third foot. The Fantastic Beasts movie is coming out, as we already know.
Oh, yeah, real soon.
But we already have 4 sequels announced.
Beg your pardon?
4 sequels.
Say that again?
4 sequels.
One more time.
4 sequels.
Like, I'm looking at you, but I'm just not
I
comprehending.
know, it's
4
hard.
sequels.
4 sequels. We don't even know if this movie's going to be good. Why are we investing? Why? Because Harry Potter was such a big thing.
It's going to make its money.
It's going to make its money, and it's going to always have people there, but I don't know. 4 sequels is
Already?
a little... I feel like I'm dealing with Avatar here.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
announce
They
4 or
gonna-
5 sequels.
Right, and not even have one in the next 5 years.
And still with the Fantastic Beasts, there was feature. Hold on now.
Feature.
Hold your ears if you don't want to hear this. Feature a certain Hogwarts professor.
Ooh, who could it be?
I don't know. Do we really want to know?
I don't know, Mr. Potter.
Also, Logan dropped a few new photos this week.
A couple, yeah.
There's one where it's basically maybe possibly another villain.
Who could it be?
They're saying it could be Arcade, which I like that name. That's an
Arcade.
interesting name.
Yeah, so the guy, hunts people and mutants?
He hunts people, but apparently bored with hunting people, so tries to hunt mutants.
And going to try to catch the Wolverine.
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
So that could be interesting.
I mean, I feel like this is Jackman's last one, so let's make it a good send-off.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And then, last in the headlines, fans petition for Star Wars: The Old Republic TV series on Netflix. I've played the game. I think the game is fantastic, and I think it needs a show.
Yeah, I'm for you on this one. This is probably the most interesting headline.
Out of all the headlines.
Go for it. Yes, Netflix, one is an A+. Star Wars, A+. Put those two together, you got an A+++.
I like it.
Plus.
I like it a lot.
Plus.
All right.
Plus.
So, real quick, moving on. We drew out of a hat last week for Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy.
Hey,
Based off
Jay,
the Fifth Amendment.
tell us your thoughts, Jay.
So, as you know, it's pretty much a thriller movie. It's a movie based off the Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
You know, where, for example, if for reason I kill Christopher,
You're gonna kill me?
No, wait, I said if.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Phew.
Okay,
Just
if
make it
I
quick.
kill you,
If you kill me,
and you're dead.
okay.
We're gonna find out you faked the whole thing.
Dang
You're
right
not
I did.
dead for some reason.
Dang right I
If
faked
I
it.
come back, I get convicted. If I get released and I kill you again, I can't go for jail for the same time. I kill the same person twice. Can't do it.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Can't be tried for it. Hey, listen, I didn't make the law. I didn't write the Constitution, obviously. So, yeah. So, whatever. Anyway, starring Ashley Judd, Tommy Lee Jones, of course, the immaculate.
Great. Tommy Lee Jones,
cast.
great.
Story-wise, good story.
Yeah.
Really good
I agree.
Story. Yeah, just a basic, I guess, revenge type story.
And we love our revenge
I
stories.
love me some good revenge. I like
If it's
the,
a good one.
I
If it's
love-
a good one.
You got to. I love the, oh, you thought you got me. I come back, guns are blazing. Pop,
Right.
pop. You didn't see that coming. I just screwed your whole life. You thought you easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't you love that? When people think you got you, and you come back and get them.
Right.
Got
Because
it.
they think you're dead. They think you're gone. But I'm not.
You're still here. You're not. So the story has some good points into it. It has some points, of course, when you're looking like, what? But again, it was a kind of older film. So the kind of time we felt like, what? Why would I do that for? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Ridiculous. But overall, story good. Can't complain there. You got what you paid for. You really did. Characters, good characters. Great characters. They played their roles very well. Character development, I wouldn't say too much development, but again, it wasn't a kind of movie.
Right.
It wasn't some reckoning like, oh, epiphany moment. it was kind
And
of.
there's movies like that.
Of course, and again, I'm not digging deep to where I say, hey, a character need to come from point A and make their way to point Z in the movie. You know what I'm saying? No, it's okay. Cast again, good cast.
Great
Tommy
cast.
Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. If he's normally in a movie, I'm gonna watch it.
Bitching. Yeah, good thing. Progression, move steadily along. I was interested. It never went to a point where I got bored.
Okay.
I'll definitely say that. Never to a point where I felt like the story was dragging. You know what I'm saying? It moves the story very along very well. Things happen where they need to happen and accordingly. So, overall, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. A solid rating.
I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5.
3.5.
I'm sick and tired of you undermining my ratings.
I'm not undermining you.
You're undermining
I'm giving you
ratings.
my honest opinion.
Stop undermining my ratings.
Okay,
Listen, all right?
you can say that. You
Dang
can.
it, because you're digging too deep into it.
Uh,
You're going to come with
all
all
right.
stupid facts about, oh, well, they could have did this. Well, I felt the character should have been more like this. What's their motivation? What's their motivation?
I think that's not me, but okay, that could be an impression of me.
It was a bad impression.
Well, so we will draw another movie out of the hat, but we'll do that at the very end of the show.
That's coming up.
That's
Very
coming up
soon.
very soon.
Very soon.
We are about to wrap this up.
We are wrapping up, coming to the end of another show. But before then, coming to the end of another show, coming to the end of another year. Go by so fast.
I know.
So many fast years. This year, overall, what you say? Good movies?
I think it was a pretty good year for movies. And
Yeah.
near the end, we'll give you our top 10 of the year of what we
Yeah.
saw.
Okay, we get close there. But again, we got 2 more months left
We do.
of some good movies
Some
coming
good movies.
out.
Me?
You want
You?
Me? You?
You go. You
I'll
go.
give you my couple movies I'm looking for. Off the top, of course, next month coming out, Doctor Strange. Now again, everyone's saying the comic book movies, oh, they're taking over. Let's get off comic book movies. But I feel like Doctor Strange is going to take Marvel Universe to another level now. Because now we're going to the supernatural.
Right.
We haven't touched on that yet. And that's why I felt like Blade would have made a good part of the Marvel. They could have touched on that. Because now we're getting supernatural. He dealt with vampires, supernatural. You know, see what I'm saying here?
I see a connection. You're trying to make a connection.
I'm trying to. So, of course, we know they dealt with the whole universe, Guardians of the Galaxy. Sorry. You know, we dealt with space.
Right.
So now we dealt with supernatural. So now we're crossing dimensions. So I feel like Doctor Strange is really going to take that next step and really bring the Marvel Universe to a whole new era. So I'm excited to see that. And it got my boy on Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch. He's
Yeah.
a great actor, man. I love
Doctor
him.
Strange.
I love the guy.
I'm not sold on Doctor Strange. I will see it because I've yet to not see a Marvel movie, but I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm gonna feel towards it.
Got you. Another movie is, you know, I have kids, so I love me some kid movies.
Okay.
Illumination coming out with Sing.
I saw the trailer
Yeah.
and it actually looks pretty funny.
It looks funny. It looks cute. Illumination is just killing it right now.
They
These
are.
days, man. I'm telling you.
Secret Life of Pets,
Right.
their minions, their
Yes.
Despicable Me's, all
They
that
are on it.
stuff.
So I feel like they are going upward, and I feel like they not taking a step back. So why not give it a shot? I'm definitely gonna see the scene. Again, I have kids, so of course I have to take them to see it. We're gonna all love it. I'm excited to see those movies. What about you, Mr. Chris?
2 for me. One called Allied, which I don't know if a lot of people have heard of it just yet.
Oh yeah, with the Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is in it. I did see a trailer for it a while back.
Right.
I think the real reason, I'll give you a real quick if you didn't, it's reportedly based on a true story about 2 assassins who fall in love during a mission to kill a German official. Now, I'll tell you right now, that's not normally a type of movie I'll watch,
Right.
but my boy, Robert Zemeckis. Zemeckis is directing
man.
this movie. Now, if you don't know Zemeckis,
Wait, Back to the Future coming?
Back to the Future.
How did I know, everybody?
My favorite movie of all time, favorite trilogy. Not only that, the man gave us Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's
sure.
given us Forrest Gump,
Gotta love it.
given us Castaway, which I'm not the biggest fan of Castaway, but like
Love it.
Castaway,
Love it.
like it.
Yeah.
Given us so many fantastic movies. So I'm very excited to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, obviously, Rogue One coming out, Star Wars. When I saw the very first teaser, I was not sold on it. Saw the last trailer that's recently
Right.
played. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Cannot wait. And I'll tell you now, normally when I watch trailers, I only do a teaser and I do the first trailer, so I don't see everything.
They
Because I
get
feel
too
like trailers give away too much these
Too
days.
much.
But I was really excited to talk about on the podcast, so I was like, I'll watch the last trailer.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I think as far as the first spinoff to the Star Wars universe, even not touching with the whole Jedi, because they're
Right.
trying to stay away from that, I think it's still going to be there. I think it's still going to be that old-fashioned Star Wars movie that we love, and I think it'll be great. Again, last year, about that time, we had Force Awakens. good movie in my opinion. Added flaws, but overall good movie. This year we're getting Rogue One. Again, I think it'll be good. One more movie. Just pop this out. Assassin's Creed is actually coming out in December. A movie that it had a lot of talk, but it's kind of falling through the cracks a little bit. I think the more we get to December, we're going to get more TV spots and trailers. What do you think about video games being converted into movies?
When's the last time one was?
The Mario Brothers. Great movie. Excellent. The best movie ever made.
So here's the thing. I like Mario Brothers. A lot of people don't, but I can, and it's probably a nostalgic thing, but I can visually and remember going to Blockbuster, getting that on VHS, and watching that movie.
Okay, who at the time didn't love Mario Brothers? All right, it was like the first game you really played.
I got Mario Brothers on DVD. I watched it. Listen, yeah, it's nowhere near Mario Brothers the video game. It's not a very good, interpretation, but by golly, I like the movie. It's entertaining.
Okay, then it goes to a little more recent. Hitman.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Let's not
Case
talk about
closed.
Hitman.
That's what I thought. Listen,
Well, you could have went back to Doom. Doom's based off a video game and not good.
I can name a lot of video game movies. I'm waiting for a Halo movie to come out. Maybe that'll be something. Oh, Gears of War.
Well, you have the Halo.
Yeah,
the CG movies.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a real blockbuster. Gears of War. They're in talks of making a movie. I'm sure we'll get more into that when we hear more about it. So overall, Assassin's Creed, I like the game. I played it myself. It's a good game, good concept. I like it. How it's moving to the movie screen, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to knock it off. I might not see it. I might see it for you guys. I might bite the bullet just to give you guys our thoughts on it. But, so that's our movies for the year. We definitely going to check these out. Probably give y'all thoughts on them, of course. But, yeah.
Especially the big blockbusters. We definitely will.
Of course. And we'll probably check out some of the movies together like we do sometimes.
Right.
Suicide Squad, we saw that together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real fast, like I said, we are wrapping up the show. Real quick, the pick of the week for me, Blu-ray wise, I picked up It on Blu-ray. It's got some features on it. Only picked it up for $10. So go pick it up on Amazon. It's cheaper on Amazon than it is anywhere else.
Is it worth the buy?
It's worth the buy.
Worth the buy.
Worth the buy. Now, depends though. I mean, for me, like I tell a lot of people, I didn't watch the movie when I was younger, so I don't find it scary. But I think it's an entertaining mini-series that they created.
Yeah. It's a good DVD to have.
Opening this weekend,
Ooh.
we have the sequel to Jack Reacher. Here before we knew it.
Yeah.
Very quick.
I'm excited to see that. I like the first one.
Keeping Up with the Joneses looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, like a little Mr. and Mrs. Smith meets the Goofy Neighbors.
We've got Ouija, The Origin of Evil, a prequel.
That's on top of my list.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Boo, A Madea Halloween is opening this weekend.
All right.
So, I'll tell you right now.
I'm saying that because I'm black.
No. In my head, this is how I think it'll open.
Prediction.
Now, not their slots, but out of the 4, who will be the highest of them? I think A Madea Halloween is going to open higher than the other 3 movies.
Shabu.
I think Jack Reacher, then I think the Ouija movie, and then I think Keeping Up with the Jones. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I see that too. I'm going with that one also.
I think a lot of people underestimate the Madea movies, and then they blow the box office away.
They will blow the box office. It's stupid comedy, but I guess comedy is comedy nowadays. So let's pick this movie we're going to see a review for next episode. What could it be? I don't know. We're going with the Halloween theme. Not a big horror fan, so for me, trust me, it was cringing for the movies. So I'm sucking this up for you guys. I really am. I'm watching these horrible.
You'll get over it. You'll get over it.
No, I won't, man.
It depends what we draw.
I don't care for
We
horror movies.
literally randomly.
Listen, we could have picked comedies. Dang, when a comedy gonna get a month?
We'll give it a month.
Halloween horrible. And then Christmas movie, December.
We'll give it a month. We'll figure it out. January.
No, January not. I guess.
April Fools.
No.
That's a comedy month.
Oh, so a comedy month.
Yeah.
April Fools. I don't. Okay.
The
movie you're watching is going to be the great epic Blood Valley.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
Just so you know, the cover for this movie looks ridiculously gory. It looks like a straight up, not slasher movie, because slashers don't involve all gore, but this just seems like guts falling out, heads getting cut off, arms getting mangled.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about
I'm not excited about this. You suck. You get
and so people know how we chose these movies, the random ones. We literally pull up a randomizer, and it just gives us movies. It spits it out.
It just really.
And we take 3 of them the first 3 gives us, and we draw those.
And we ball them up in paper and put them in a hat, and we pick one out. And that's literally how it works. No lie, that's how it works. Yeah.
All right, so we're at that time of the end of the show, my friend.
Show, man, another one down, 2 in the bag, and it feels good.
It does feel good.
Liking this. Quick note. Since we're talking about October, we love cracking jokes here. We're pretty funny guys. We don't take life too serious. But there is something very serious in this world that's been going on way before we were even born.
Very true.
It's breast cancer. And since October is breast cancer awareness month, definitely want to give a shout out to all the fighters, survivors out there. You're fighting, keep fighting the good fight. Please, you're inspiration to us all. If you know anyone who's fit or who has survived it, congratulations. You're an inspiration. If you know someone that lost someone due to the fight, our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your families. Right. I know personally I've dealt with this in my family. It's a touching situation.
It can be a deep thing, you know?
Yeah. So please, I know it's probably the month to do it, but if you're not checking yourself, please go out there and get checked. Be careful, be safe out there. I don't want to see anyone get lost in the battle. I can't wait to the day where we see on the news that we
cure.
Yep. We beat it. I feel like we're going to do it all working together and coming and supporting each other. We're going to get there.
We'll be there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
It's going to take time, but we're going to get there.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good time. So, Mr. Chris, that wraps up another show.
Another show in the books. Guys, again, on behalf of Jay, we really do thank you for giving us a listen. Of course, continue to communicate with us. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. And we'll do our best to make it work. I can tell you what's in the future.
Ooh, exciting times.
We have a few things up our sleeves. I don't like to give away too much, but I'm working on getting us some guests to have on here.
Good guests. Got some guests coming up. Got some maybe transition to video.
We are working on transitioning to the video for people that are more visual, like myself, to watch.
And I feel like we'll give you more of a better show. A better feel for who we are when you can see us.
So we have that, and we have some other promotional things coming up.
Some real great stuff, guys. Seriously, we're taking the thing very serious.
Yep.
We love your feedback. We love you guys. We're taking the time and telling us what you don't like about it. Just giving us a thumbs up is so appreciated. And again, we're taking the journey together.
Right.
Yeah. So when we get this stuff going, I promise you guys, it's gonna be so.
You're gonna be a part of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun to see where we came from to where we are.
We're running a little over, but again, thank you all. We appreciate it. Continue to like, share, get the word out, and again, it means the world to us. I'm Chris,
and I'm Jay,
and that is our world of entertainment.
I love it. Peace.